So what I need you guys to do first is look at the front, and I need you to mark an indication for your fly front here, where we're gonna sew. Okay, so I need you to line this up here and mark. Okay, so we're gonna sew up the rest of the pant leg. Okay, so what you're gonna do is take your backs. So the front is where we stitch the pocket. Uh-oh, we just gotta stitch your pocket now. I'll have you do that in a second. So make sure that's in the front. For most of you, you had darts in the back, so you know the front. You should have marked it, or your dart should be in the back. And you're gonna take your 2 center backs and start pinning up until you get to that notch. So let me grab your pins. I'm gonna stick 1 pin at the center back. I might want a pair of these. Am I too old to wear? Too common? This is kind of hot. I might do this. Maybe mine should be like black dark denim or black faded, because I got a lot of faded black jeans. I hate when they get faded. So I'm gonna take the seam at the inseam, and I want to match this up because I need to make sure when we stitch that those 2 lines intersect and they look good. So I'm gonna put a pin right in the center of the seam for both. Just forgot we were videoing. I'm sorry. So make sure it comes right through the seam and goes back through the seam. Alright, I'm also gonna stitch that, pin that seam allowance down so that doesn't move when I go to stitch. And so we're gonna pin going up the back. And then going up until that notch. So you're gonna stitch this at 1/2 inch with number 2 stitch. Then you're gonna take the seam roll after that, and you're gonna press this seam open nice and flat. Where did I just mark it? Oh, right here. There we go. Yeah. So you're gonna stitch to your notch. So make sure you back tack at the center back and then back tack at your notch. Okay, then we're pressing, and then I'm gonna have you guys come back with your pieces and your zipper. Okay. And a back closure to your pant. You're gonna prep the waistband first. So I'm gonna have you put right sides together after your waistband is interfaced. Is that right side? Wrong side. And you're gonna stitch short side, long side, short side of your waistband at 1/2 inch with number 2 stitching. So back tack stitch, back tack stitch, back tack stitch. Leave out of here. Okay.
Are we
That was
started
for the
it?
back, or that was for both?
That was for waistband. If you put, because I'll need them to put their waistband on so the zipper goes through the back.
But
You guys are doing fly front in the front, so your waistband along left.
okay, so we're not doing that right now.
That's it. Okay, so for you. Okay, so if you're doing the fly front, the first step is we're gonna take your zipper.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I thought yours was up here. There is one up here. This isn't yours? Okay.
I'll take that one.
No, it's somebody. I told you to look in the.
I got one. I already got one. I was just joking.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and open that up. So we're gonna be putting your shield here, and we cut your zipper. So the edge that we didn't serge is gonna be facing the top. Serge edges are gonna match, and you're gonna sandwich your zipper with the wrong side facing you. In here, I just need you to, no, I don't need you to shorten. So we're gonna line it up at the top. Shield is gonna be sandwiched in there, and all 3 edges, you wanna make sure they're lined up here. It's gonna be in full HD. His videos do, like, you can tell the difference. Now I'm gonna have to edit that out. It takes so long to edit videos. Well, this is good though, because I'm sure this black is hard to see. Okay, so you're gonna pin it. And so that zipper, when we stitch it, is gonna get caught in there, okay, with your shield covering from behind it. So just keep pinning till you get here and you can stop. We'll shorten it later. Okay, so then you're gonna go in with your top stitching clip, and I like to stitch it where I can see the zipper. I just really need you to stitch past the serging. So number 2 stitching in the back tack, stitch the length of the shield and back tack. But you don't want to stitch too close to the zipper. Just stitch in between the zipper and the serging. Okay, so it would be about 1/4 of an inch. Okay.
For the zipper right here on this side.
You need to thread a hand sewing needle. No. You want to do this for me? Just thread some with a different color for her real quick so I can do the following one. So we're gonna pin
No.
so this seam is close together. So this is really hard to pin, but I'm just gonna kind of pin.
Peace out.
See you later. Thank you. That was so dramatic, but I love it. Okay, so I want to make sure that these kiss so that when after we do our top stitching, so you kind of want it to lap just a little bit, overlap just a tiny bit, so that when you top stitch, if it pulls, you don't see the zipper with the pant closed. So I'm kind of going in and out, just pinning this together. I want to make sure I'm not going to catch the
zipper? You just get
the shield in the back.
So we are going to sew down the zipper to the shield right now?
Right now we're going to baste this closed with a
we're gonna
hand
baste it.
sewing needle. Right. Sorry y'all, my hands are so dry. We might just open it up just a little bit there. So what you're gonna do, you guys, so we put the other side on, and now, so this seam here, I just need you to pin it so that they're close, like they're kissing, and overlap it just a tiny bit, because when you go to top stitch it, it's gonna pull and you don't wanna be able to see that zipper. So I'm gonna put one more pin here, and then you're gonna baste it closed so that when we stitch the zipper down, you can make sure it's not gonna show.
I'm scared, bro. This is thicker.
Make sure you're not catching that shield in the back. You're just kind of going to do sort of like a lip stitch with basting. You don't even need to put a knot in the thread. Oh, you did though, thank you.
I didn't know which one you
That's okay. And only on one thread. You did it correctly. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay. And so I'm just going kind of like at a diagonal, sort of like a whip stitch. So just picking up the fold, picking up the fold. Stay right on the fold.
And
Okay, so you guys are gonna keep just sewing at a diagonal so that this gets basted closed. Next step is on the other side. You're gonna move the shield out of the way, and we're pinning down the zipper to the flapper.